Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David and this is a magic review. Hey, today we're gonna look at Amazeballz from Scott Alexander. All right, Amazeballz, what is this? This is a ball and net routine. It's a ball and net routine. It's done with 3 balls, and you have your spectators come up onto the stage with you. They hold the net for you. The net kind of acts as your table. There's nothing really magical about the net or your spectators. This is just so that you can do a ball routine, like a ball to pocket routine for a stage, and instead of using a table, you're using this little net so that people can see the balls drop down into the net. They see which hand it's coming out of. They understand the magic, you know, and you can count the balls down into the net like 1, 2, 3, and they see them. Okay, that's, you know, if you're using a table, the balls would hit the table and then they'd roll off, and then that'd be a big mess. It's a huge routine. This is a 10-minute routine. 10-minute routine full of jokes and comedy and sleight of hand, and it's just a huge hit. And let's get into this review. All right, so a couple questions we always ask about all of our magic reviews, and the first of which is, what do you get? What's in the box? It's a Ziploc bag. Inside, you're getting photocopied instructions. You're gonna get all the materials you need. So you're gonna get 4 balls, okay, 4 balls, and they're palmable size, okay? They're kind of like the new Nerf, you've seen the new Nerf ammunition that's kind of like a little ball. It's kind of like that same size. They have to be palmable, right? You're getting the net, of course, that you need. And there's nothing gimmicked with anything. So everything is completely examinable. So as far as inspectability goes, you know, they can inspect it to their heart's content. There's nothing to find. There's 4 normal balls and a normal net, okay? And then you're also getting the download code to the video. The video is roughly 41 minutes long. Is it what I thought? Absolutely. If you watch the routine, if you watch the trailer, you can see that he's doing all of this with sleight of hand, right? It's sleight of hand and normal props. So exactly what you see him doing on stage is exactly what you will do. So there's really no surprises. You're not getting some secret trap door or mystery smoke device that stays hidden or strapped to your thigh. All right, so how are the angles? The angles are good. It's for parlor, right? It's a parlor routine, stage routine. It's mostly all palming and false transfers. So if that's something that you're already accustomed to, you'll be fine. All right, so what's the overall quality and production value of the video? It's mostly Scott Alexander. He's talking to a camera. He's sitting in a comfy chair. He's in a cruise ship stateroom. So for the beginning part of the instructions, he has a microphone. There's no background music. But then at the end, there's some additional routines, and I think the microphone either wasn't on or he didn't have it on at the end, so the microphone changes. As far as what's taught on the DVD, you're gonna get the full routine, right? You'll get the full routine at the beginning, the full 10-minute routine. And that includes every single joke, all his patter, all his staging. You're gonna see all of that. So there's nothing hidden in this section. So, I mean, that's so generous, I think, to receive all of that. And you hear all his beats and his pauses for laughter. Like, that's a really nice thing to have. Then it's gonna go back into the stateroom, and he's gonna walk you through the entire routine. He's gonna take you step by step through each phase of it. There's a couple of moments where he's gonna give you a little over the shoulder shot so you can see exactly, what he's doing in his hands. And then there's 2 more tricks on the end. There's a 3-ball routine, and then there's a bill to lemon routine. Is it well made? Everything's well made. Balls are squishy rubber. The net's a net. Like I said, it's not gimmicked. It's not, it's not a prop per se. So it is what it is. As far as the practice goes, there's gonna be a lot of practice to this, because if you think about, an 8 to 10 minute routine is massive. That is a massive amount of stuff to remember. And not only are you telling jokes and interacting with the audience and kind of being, a little bit organic in those moments, but then you're also remembering all the palming and the switching and, where's the ball this time? Is it in this hand, or is it in the pocket, or is it in how many do I have in my hand now? Which part of the stage am I in now? So there's a lot of routine going on. It's more than just, false transfers. It's more than just palming. It's getting the routine from point A to point B, and 8 to 10 minutes is a massive trick. So yes, there's a lot of practice involved. Setup and reset though, there's none. There's no setup, there's no reset, it's just balls, net, you're done. Positives, all right, so what are the positives? What are the good things I can say? Like I said, this is a fully fleshed out routine. Fully fleshed out routine. They're giving you everything, jokes and all, 8 to 10 minutes of entertainment with the bare bonus of props, right? The fact that you could do a routine and kill this much time on stage with jokes that make people laugh, for that big of a window, that's crazy, right? With just the tiniest of props. I think the negatives are, the props are kind of tiny, and so I think it was nice that I was able to see it on the screen and the camera doesn't pan, and I have a good view of everything, but I'd be worried about people who are sitting further back or even in the rear of the audience. They're not gonna see those balls. They're just kind of too small. I mean, if they're small enough that you can palm a couple in your hand, they're really too small for a large stage. I think the people in the back, they're really only reacting and laughing to the people that are in front of them. Like, they realize something funny happened or something magical happened, and I think they enjoy it along with it, but I don't know that they're really gonna see the magic like everybody else will. Is it worth your money? It is $100. $100. $100 for the props and the routine. I don't know. I mean, I get it. I get that it's Scott Alexander's signature piece and he's inviting you into his world, and he certainly priced it for the working professional. I understand that. $100 seems like a lot for, I think we always kind of try to evaluate what you're getting, and usually with magic, you don't want to base your choice off of the props alone. Sometimes we get the props and we say, man, $100 for this? It's not worth it. But the value doesn't necessarily come from the props, it also comes from the routine. Like I said, this is 10 minutes. 10 minutes on stage, you're paying $100 to fill 8 to 10 minutes of stage time. So, I mean, you really are gonna have to make that choice on your own. I can't make that choice for you. You're gonna have to make that decision and say, you know what, for the value, for the money, for what Scott's put into this, then I think it's worth it. Who would like this? I think price-wise, and the routine itself, I think those things coming together, this is definitely for the working professional. You make your living from magic. You are a touring magician. You have a standing place on stage somewhere in the world. And so I don't think it's priced really for the hobby magician or the casual magician, or I do these kind of tricks for, my family. I think it's really priced wise, routine wise, structured for the working professional, somebody who's like Scott Alexander. All right, so that's everything I can say about Amazeballz. I want to thank hocus-pocus.com for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And if you would like to purchase it for yourself, I'll put a link below in the description. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.